It was a busy day at City Hall in Minneapolis. Alberta Gillespie is out as the director of the Office of Civil Rights for the city. She was fired this morning, but her superiors have been building a case against her for a while, it seems. Lou Raguse looked into this.
That's right, Jana. None of the people involved in this move are speaking on camera, but the reasoning behind the mayor's decision is spelled out in documents that I received as part of a data practices request.
After the Minnesota Department of Human Rights found a pattern of discriminatory practices within the Minneapolis Police Department, the city entered into a settlement agreement with them to make reforms. One reform involved improving the Office of Police Conduct Review, which handles citizen complaints about officers.
We wanted to make sure that everybody was a part of this process.
Alberta Gillespie oversaw OPCH as director of the Civil Rights Department, and internal emails and memos reveal a very strained relationship between Gillespie and top city officials that has now led to her firing. In December, Gillespie received a written reprimand from the interim city operations officer for insubordination. The memorandum says that Gillespie refused to direct OPCH staff to collaborate and communicate with the city attorney's office to implement the MDHR settlement agreement. After Margaret Anderson Kelleher took over as city operations officer, she writes in an email that a Civil Rights Department staff member shared a number of concerns about Director Gillespie, which led to Anderson Kelleher investigating. And Anderson Kelleher painted a picture of Gillespie as an obstructionist. She found a number of concerns with the Office of Police Conduct Review, including a huge backlog of complaints and a refusal from Gillespie to accept help from city attorneys. In recommending to Mayor Jacob Frey that Gillespie be fired, Anderson Kelleher wrote, quote, "The dysfunction under Director Gillespie's leadership is threatening the city's ability to make progress on the accountability improvements that are necessary to comply with the settlement agreement and to make meaningful police reforms that the people of Minneapolis expect and deserve."
Now, another major move late today. This evening, we confirmed the leader of the Office of Police Conduct Review, John Jefferson, is also finished working for the city. We don't know yet if he was fired or if he resigned, but he was hired for that role less than a year ago. We've not been able to reach Gillespie yet for her side of this story. As for her old job, Anderson Kelleher will take over on, quote, a short-term basis while the city moves to expeditiously fill this role, the city said in a statement. Jana.
Now, Lou, you and I work in this field a lot. Neither of these people have been in these roles for very long. That's one thing that raises a red flag. But what are you hearing from folks you've talked to who have been active in pushing for police accountability in Minneapolis? What do they think about these terminations?
They've essentially been calling for these moves for some time now. They say there's all sorts of dysfunction behind the scenes, and these programs really haven't been able to get going yet, and they really don't have any explanation why. We'll hear more of their opinions. Danny Spiewak's talking with them. We'll have more of that coming up at 10.
All right, thanks so much, Lou. Appreciate it.